I thought we were going live.
Before the final blow was struck, I tore open a portal in time and flung him into the future, where my evil is law. Now the fool seeks to return to the past and undo the future that is. Aku. Hello everyone and welcome to the Comics Corner. I am Mike here with Johnny.
Hi.
And we are discussing Frank Miller's 6-part miniseries called Ronin.
Wait.
Yes.
I think that quote was from Samurai Jack. Wait. No, it was from this.
No, yeah.
Wait. Does it matter? Because I can't tell the difference except one sucks and one doesn't.
Johnny, it's a story about a shape-shifting demon in feudal Japan, hunted down by a samurai with a blessed blade that can destroy him. And before the final blow is struck, he gets launched into the future.
Oh yeah, Samurai Jack. Okay.
The demon has the upper hand.
Frank Miller's Samurai Jack. Wait, what?
Phil Lamar's Ronin.
Phil Lamar as Ronin. Dude.
I was going to say, it's been a couple weeks since we were supposed to do this one.
We had some issues.
Between work and... We had 6 issues to read, so it wasn't that bad. But between work and some other stuff, we just didn't have time to actually do it on a Thursday. And then it's like, well, we're going to do it on
Mike
Friday.
had a really bad headache last week. He was reeling from WandaVision still. I felt really bad for him. They tried softening the blow with that Winter Soldier show, but it didn't seem... did you even watch it?
No, I don't know.
Me neither.
Like I said,
I saw the pictures of the new Captain America, and I'm like, yeah. At least they're starting you off on the Marvel foot instead of waiting till episode 9 like a bunch of jerks.
That's part of it, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I wonder who that one person watching is.
It's me. I'm watching you, Johnny.
Oh, also, I'm watching me too, though. That's weird. Really There's 2 of us.
Either way,
really want some chicken noodle soup, dog.
What if that just showed up in, 15 minutes?
Chicken noodle soup?
What did you get?
Not chicken noodle soup. I did get a chicken egg roll and some Mongolian beef, which Mike is claiming he's never had. Mike said he's never had Mongolian beef. That really pisses me off, because our coworker Nick has had it, and Mongolian beef traditionally has onions, and Nick's allergic to onions. So the fact that he has gone out of his way to get it without onions and...
He's lying.
What?
So somebody is lying.
No, you can get it without. I'm just saying he's put in the work, and you haven't.
Then, Johnny, what makes it Mongolian beef?
The way it's prepared, I don't know. That's just what it's called, man. They have it at most Chinese restaurants. And I ordered some Chinese food from Twin Dragons located on Gulf Road in Niles, Illinois.
All right. Well, we've got that to look forward to. And then also, in the meantime...
yeah,
you're right. I didn't throw anything in on that. Johnny, would you care to open up that book? Well, before you do, tell me what you thought about it.
The book? I really love Samurai Jack. I own the whole series on Blu-ray. I've enjoyed it since I was a kid. Frank Miller's one of my favorite writers. He's written such acclaimed books as Batman: The Dark Knight Returns,
correct,
and Batman Year One, and Sin City.
That checks out.
So then there's this book called Ronin by Frank Miller. And there's my... Yeah.
So you're saying it's in line with those. It's right up there.
Well, okay, if you had one side of the spectrum being like Frank Miller's Batman titles and Samurai Jack, this book would be on the opposite end of the spectrum.
Oh, no. Johnny.
You actually hit the nail on the head earlier. It's kind of like The Godfather 2 for me, in which the flashbacks or the scenes about the past are way better than the product as a whole. Godfather 2 sucks. I hate to break everybody's heart, but it does. But the parts with De Niro are awesome.
Yeah.
The parts in feudal Japan in here are awesome. As a matter of fact, you know what I want to talk about more than the actual book? Are next week's previews. No, I mean next month's previews. No, actually are the extras in the back.
Yeah?
Nicholas, I bid you adieu. Adios. Take care of one another here at Pastimes Comics and Games, located at entrance 8 of Golf Mill Mall in Niles, Illinois, at the intersection of Golf Road and Greenwood.
We do.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Okay, this piece to me, it's like, it's important to see the evolution of Frank Miller.
Yes, yeah, I think that's part of it. Like, one, in terms of art, but also I'd say writing.
Yeah. He had a bell curve, like you said yesterday, and it's definitely, this is at the beginning where it's like that.
Yeah,
before
it's
it
on the
goes.
upswing. You can see where it goes, but for what it was, and honestly, like, it's not a. What's up, Logan? Thanks for stopping by, my man. No Pokemon, but we are chatting here about Frank Miller's Ronin. Logan, what's the last comic that you've read? Out of curiosity, if you don't mind me asking.
Curiosity killed the cat, Michael.
Well, what did it do to Ronin? Time travel
I was
killed
going
the
to
Ronin.
say sent him back in time.
Although it didn't, did it? Johnny,
Guess not.
the ending of it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly,
I'm kind of sick of these ambiguous endings.
I was gonna say that was part of it too. I mean,
I want to know what the hell happens at the end of a story.
I mean, it wouldn't be so
Who's
bad,
here?
but part of it was the fact that like it got so convoluted at the end too. Like it's one thing to like end on a cliffhanger or like leave it up. I mean, hell, Long Halloween, Johnny. That
Language.
Went on a long Halloween. Oh hell yeah! I like reading the WWE Boom comic.
Wait, are you a WWE fan? This is incredible. What are you laughing for? I'm about to make it. Oh, I thought. Okay, usually when your head goes down like this on the stream, it's because you can't look at me because you're laughing. So that was like the first time you've ever not been laughing.
I'm definitely not looking at the popcorners I had in my lap, so I could crack this open off.
Wait, did you say popcorn?
Popcorners?
Oh, you are. Okay, guess what I have them in back, so I don't have them with me. I just put up on eBay for the store, which we do have an eBay store. We also have a store, so both are available for your purchases. Some old school, I think they were from 2003, Survivor Series trading cards, and they were sealed, and they're worth a lot of money, man. It is pretty cool how much they're worth. We also had some Divas ones, but they weren't... Yeah, man, like Lita. But they weren't worth as much. But the Survivor Series ones were. Who's your favorite wrestler? Who was? And
So,
how
I was gonna
old
say,
are you? Are you like from the Attitude Era? Or have you at least checked it out? Did you know if you have the WWE app, you can just watch
Yeah, everything, right?
everything?
Yeah.
Like everything except the death of Owen Hart? You can watch everything? The cards? Yeah, it is a thing. Or was. I don't know if it still is, but they're cool.
I mean, I think there are still wrestling-based ones. I mean, not nearly as cool as the Attitude ones. I assume that's part of why they're so popular, is because like that's kind of like I'm 19 and I love a bit of Jeff Hardy.
Hardy Boys.
They're not the Dudley Boys, so
Ooh, Edge. He's still a thing, huh?
they're not tag team champions of the world, Dudley Boys
No, I'm pretty sure they were tag team champions.
of the world.
Yeah, I believe so.
Not my world. Not the world I'm from.
It's just Mike's world and we're living in it, apparently.
Hey man, you ever been?
Hey, man.
You ever been 3D'd through a table before?
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
All
It
right,
is.
good.
What's your point? Have you?
Yes.
Usually people who've been 3D don't brag about it, so I don't know.
Exactly.
I'm... Narc. I'm worried about you. Okay. Here's a true story. Have I ever shared the Johnny secrets about my tattoos and the Undertaker?
You have about tattoos. I don't remember the Undertaker being
What about tattoos have I shared?
most of them.
Okay. The biggest, I'm like pretty covered in tattoos. Like I have a full sleeve, a half sleeve, some legs, chest. The biggest reason I wanted my arms tattooed are because when I was in second grade, I got an Undertaker toy, an action figure, and he had all the arm tattoos. And I thought it was like the coolest look ever on the toy. And I was like, oh my God, I want to get my arms tattooed when I'm older. That was like the initial push to get tattooed. So, what happened to your Undertaker toy there? Plain Jane?
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm more of a mankind. I don't think Mick Foley. No, Mick Foley probably has tattoos, right? Maybe not.
I'm sure someone.
I can't picture it.
You know what's
Wait,
gonna
no.
happen is I'm gonna
Cactus Jack. I feel like he has ones, like when he has like the short sleeves.
see like people with Mick Foley tattoos when I Google this.
Does Mick Foley have
Yep,
tattoos?
that's exactly what I'm getting.
Ass cheeks.
Ooh,
I say no.
Michael Francis Foley,
Hell yeah. God.
comedian.
Yes. Among other things, writer.
Yep, that was one of them. Yeah.
Probably.
The coolest one is the people with the Mankind logo, where it's the The smiley face with the mask on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Those are cool
That's
tattoos.
Mankind, if we're talking about Attitude Era and favorite wrestlers, it was definitely Mankind.
Oh, I think he does have a tattoo on his arm when he's like Cactus Jack. I do think you're right. Or Dude Love, maybe. Dude Love!
Logan, you can become whatever the hell you want, and you can definitely become a wrestler. Since I grew my hair out, wanted to look like a wrestler with long hair and the big 6'4" build, then I realized I couldn't become a wrestler.
Dude, my order is on its way. Okay, well, here's the thing. I don't think it was a real tattoo, because in some images, Dude Love is a tattoo, but then Mankind and Cactus Jack does not.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking Cactus Jack did, but I'm like, wait a minute, but I've seen him like Mankind, and he didn't then. I feel like he's...
Yeah, I think it's a fake tattoo when he's Dude Love.
Exactly. God, he's so good. But Logan, I was gonna say, if we're talking real here, it's not always about like the big like builds. There's always obviously like the high flyers and like the more agile guys. But honestly, for me, even when I've watched like kind of amateur wrestling stuff, like Backyard or otherwise,
What the fuck are you doing? You're freezing.
a good gimmick goes a long way. In like the Chicago wrestling scene, like the indie wrestling scene, there was a guy who wrestled under the name of Space Monkey, and he was like this, I think like a shorter dude. Like I feel like he was maybe like 5'8" to 5'11", and his shtick was he would basically wear like a full like monkey kind of costume, or at least paws and like a monkey face and a tail, and then they would just like wear like a spacesuit, and he was just like this kind of like gimmicky like jumping around like little guy, but he was so good. He was my favorite wrestler, and like again, not like 6'4", not like built like like Triple H, if he's kind of like the kind of like default palette that you might think for like a wrestler, at least of the Attitude Era. So if you got a good gimmick, I feel like that goes a lot longer of a way than actually just being like, because like that's the thing, like if you're just generic big tough punchy dude, that's not you're not gonna last long. Although I guess you kind of do. Who is Brock Lesnar? I mean, he came out of like MMA, but he's just like, when I picture just like big kind of dumber meathead wrestler, that's kind of where my mind goes. Basically, yeah.
I'm here for the Dungeons and Dragons.
Speaking of bad tattoos, Brock Lesnar. Johnny, do you know who he is?
Oh yeah, and then he tried MMA, and I'm pretty sure guys asked whooped a few times.
But do you know his tattoo? Like that stupid knife chest?
Oh, yep, I was going to say it's on his chest, yeah. The knife chest.
That's what I have. I just like hurt my shirt. There it is. But it
just says death from above.
But it's a tattoo of Brock Lesnar's chest on my chest with that tattoo.
All right, that would actually be funny as shit.
Logan says that's so cool gimmick. Yeah, exactly. Like the gimmicks, obviously hit or miss. That's why they're called gimmicks. But like, I feel like that can make you a lot more memorable than just like meaty guy that just punches dudes.
Hey, I think I've definitely talked about this on the show. You know what you should check out if you've never watched it, Logan? I'm dead ass serious about this. Look up. I bet it's on YouTube if WWF allows it. It's the first ever European title fight, and it's between the British Bulldog and Owen Hart. And dude, they do a lot of like real awesome, like agile, like wrestling stuff because they're both actual tradition wrestlers,
like Kurt Angle style, just like
right, and they get to show it off like really well with one another. It's one of the more entertaining fights you'll ever see. Like it's not a lot of the chest punches and there's no tables and chairs, but like definitely like it stands out in my mind. Like I always tell people, like even if you don't dig wrestling, it's a worthwhile watch. Yeah. So I saw Mick Foley at a convention here in Chicago.
Nice.
Walked right by me. Him and Mike both wear sweatpants. Must be a Mike thing.
Exactly, yeah.
His name's Mick.
Mick. You can just gonna start calling me Mick.
Wait, didn't it say his real name was Michael?
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I am so hungry that I have a headache. I am so glad that my Twin Dragon's located on Golf Mill Mall in Golf
That's right, yeah.
Road
Logan,
in Niles, Illinois is on its way.
Logan from overseas, yeah. He says, I've seen a British Bulldog as one of our own.
Oh, you're from England. Who's your favorite punk band? Is it The Clash? Because the first record I ever got, the first vinyl, was London Calling, but it was, in fact, the British pressing, and I thought it was so cool because it still had a sticker price on it with the British pound logo, so pretty authentic, pretty cool. Let me know if you have a favorite British punk band. You? If you say GG Allen, I'm going to throw a microphone at your head.
I almost wore that shirt today.
That would have been awesome. You tear off your Brock Lesnar chest tattoo.
Who's my favorite punk band? Let me show you.
I don't think Gigi's from England.
Well, a man that
Probably
crazy,
from Ohio
a man
or
that
something.
crazy is home.
Where is he from?
homegrown,
He's
yeah.
from Ohio.
No, I thought he was East Coast. I might be crazy. I watched 2 documentaries and read a book about him. I should know this, but I don't listen to British music much.
New Hampshire.
Yeah, I was gonna say East Coast.
So the Ramones are your favorite American punk band. That's what you're telling me. Good answer. It's the right answer.
Well, he just says British music much, so
Mm.
could be anything, not just punk.
Wait, what are you saying? If he doesn't listen to any of it, he doesn't listen to punk. He says he doesn't listen to British music, right?
Yeah, that's fair. I was gonna say there's American punk too, but you just
Yeah,
said
the Ramones.
British music in general.
Okay. Who's your favorite American band? Just answer that, Logan. Wolverine. I feel honored, man, because I wish I was Wolverine. So the fact that I'm even calling you that, you should feel honored.
Wolverine, this one's for you, Logan.
This one's for you, Morph. Dude, I can't wait till that Twin Dragons get here. My energy's gonna shoot up so hard when I'm
In the
eating
meantime,
that food.
while your energy is down and we're all down, you want to? I'd say maybe just page through a little bit of Ronin to show off the art, because I was going to talk about my kind of review of it. I don't listen to punk music, he says. I won't lie. Man, wait, hold on. Like, check this out though. Man, what a cool looking book. See
I
that
know, it
splash
starts
page?
out strong. I dig that. I dig the
Like,
color tones, the
exactly,
palette.
yeah.
Oh, who colors this? Does he? Does he do his own inks?
You're doing it.
Nope.
In there?
His wife, Lynn Verley.
Yeah, hell yeah, we talked about that. Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
But no, like it starts off on a pretty sweet note. We get mostly the feudal era stuff of the Ronin, the titular Ronin, kind of growing up and attacking with this blessed blade. Or no, sorry, that was his father. Yeah, and then he gets
Yeah.
attacked by the shapeshifting
Father gets
demon,
killed, I'm pretty sure.
not Aku, and is killed by.
Yeah, but isn't it also a 3? Oh, no, Ozaki. No, is that? No, Agat, that's it.
I got
Agat,
another
yeah.
ace on one.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh!
that was a good pop.
Feel that one? Did you guys feel that one? That was the shoulder. We're doing good.
Jeez, that was the shoulder.
That was the shoulder.
Okay.
That's how I roll, man.
But it sets up this kind of interesting world of, demons even in the feudal era of Japan, and then we cut to like here it is. That's like the blasted like America in this like cyberpunk
America.
future, real dystopic, real cool like vibes that they give off.
See, I don't
The
like
art-
his future art.
Well, so the art stuff, especially the future stuff, is very based off of Mobius. I feel the French artist.
Which I
of-
saw that you were looking for on Diamond, because when you go on, it's got the last search in there
Yeah,
always,
exactly,
unless you
yeah.
clear it. And I was like, oh, that's funny, because I know why you were searching.
Yeah, because and then when we were talking about it, customers like asking if he had any stuff out, and usually not, because like he's like
The lighting is great in these panels.
yeah,
Like,
good,
great
good
color.
sense of light and shadow. But like
Splinter.
the Mobius like feel is very overt in the futuristic stuff, which is what like Mobius would usually do like for like heavy metal and his own stuff, was like these kind of weird dystopic futures and kind of cool like architecture and designs. So I was digging it out the gate.
Hello? You're at entrance 8? Alright, I will be right out. Give me 1 second. Thank you.
Going out the front or back?
Front, I assume. I said entrance 8 of Golf Mill Mall, at the intersection of Golf Road and Greenwood.
Okay,
and
I'll ramble about Ronin.
You'll ramble about...
I'll slide over there. I'll show off some pages.
Oh, my shoulder. You ever pop your shoulder again?
Again. But yeah, so like, the art is actually pretty sweet. Like he's got great inks, great colors. Like here's just a blasted top-down view of the world in the future. I really dug this kind of. There's a lot of these like kind of like roving punk gangs, as there is wont to be in these dystopic futures. And then also we get the scientists that are in this lab. It just kind of throws us into the world, which is always, could be a hit or miss way of doing it. But you pick it up pretty quick that this company has this Billy, this kind of cybernetic, telekinetic, basically just like a lab experiment that they're working on. And we see him and his view of this world as in the future, after our samurai boy, much like Samurai Jack, got tossed in the future, so did the demon here. and he found his way into the future because he could sense that the Ronin was nearby, and we find out that basically Billy had been inhabited by the consciousness of the Ronin, and after the lab is destroyed, Billy gets launched out into the sewer, and then we find him as the Ronin in the sewer, and that's how book 1 ends, and it ends on a pretty cool note, and seems to have a lot of promise of where it's going to go. Unfortunately, I feel like that was kind of the high watermark, and it's a gradual drop from there. John,
pretty early on in that book, too.
do you want to sit here and eat, or do you want to sit over there and eat?
Sit there and eat.
Okay. Yeah.
Whoa. Why did that foam up so much?
But yeah, unfortunately, I feel like after book 1, like we get a few more cool scenes, and you know we meet some more characters, but it didn't really do it for me. Like all of the stuff at the lab and like what's going on there with the kind of like politicking of the demon who had inhabited like their basically like their CEO, and like was making new moves and like shifting the company away from being like just kind of like science and technology to now using those technologies for like war and making like weapons, and like everybody's kind of like, huh, why would he be doing that? He doesn't like that kind of stuff. Like that stuff I didn't really care too much about.
Gonna play, man. Yeah, I don't know if I like Frank Miller politics. Not a good thing.
Frank Miller politics, but then and then it kind of is cutting back and forth between what's happening in the organization, this versus the Ronin in a real like fish out of water tale, where it's him in this future trying to basically get by and also make his way back to the. What's your sign, Mike? I'm a Leo. Thanks for asking. But no, I it's a bummer because like I would kind of just preferred basically just I mean again at this point I would just prefer Samurai Jack because I was kind of digging more just the side stories of what was happening to the Ronin in the future. Way smoother. That was not smooth. No. So I don't have any what? Oh.
Think I'm a jackass? Is that what you think? You think I'm a John ass?
John ass. But like Johnny, I don't know about you, but I dug the stuff with the weird like cyberpunk punks that he runs into, and like those side stories were actually kind of interesting. Like seeing the fish out of water stuff.
Wow, you mean the mutants?
Well, yeah, when it gets into there, the dude's tied up to the pole.
No, I'm saying like because they were like the mutants from Dark Knight Returns.
Oh yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah, like that's the kind of trope that I kind of dig is just the generic.
But I would have preferred it to be a genuine Ronin story. Like that's why, like I just
yes. Like,
I get it that he goes to the future. I get it that we're mixing these genres, but like I kind of didn't know that going into it.
Yeah, that was part of it for me too. I didn't
you
know
can kill the white rice, man.
The reveal.
Rest is for you. I mean, I'm gonna give you some meat too, but I'm not. I mean, you definitely want some rice with your meat. Mike eats very healthy. He does very well. I'm very impressed with him. I was a former health nut myself. It's really healthy.
You're eating nuts?
I bought a bunch of nuts for the store today. I mean, for myself to keep here.
At the store. Now that we've got that big fridge, you're just going to keep them chilled.
How's Jeppy fetus Mike?
Not that well anymore. Charlie, I don't know if you heard or if anybody else in the chat.
No, Charlie heard.
He did?
He texted me about it.
Good.
I mean, I had already heard
it. Ear to the ground that Marvel is kind of breaking off a bit from Diamond Comics and Steve Jeppy. He's a man alone now. It's going to be handled through Random Publishing House. They're still going to be going through Diamond, but Diamond is now not the first step in that chain after Marvel. They are now the second step, which will be interesting going forward. That takes effect in October 1st, so we'll see how it goes in the meantime. Tough to tell, but honestly, I feel like it's a long time coming, and we'll see if that actually makes Diamond function better, or if they'll collapse under the weight, and now we live in our own cyberpunk dystopia. So
the future is on.
Johnny and I have like spiked hair and metal studs on our clothes.
I have spiked hair and metal studs on my clothes. It's a little drippy, but drippy for Jeppy.
Yeah, Wow, Jesus, Johnny, right on our white.
Shut up! I didn't think you were gonna see.
I mean, the second you move that plate, I'm gonna see, Johnny.
Yeah, I know.
I like how that's off camera, though. So
I know. That's
there's
more
definitely
important.
not.
There's no Mongolian beef on the mat.
Exactly, on this pristine white mat. Yeah, Ronin was kind of disappointing, and like you said, the feudal stuff, I would have dug if either it was just like a straight feudal Japanese story, or if they focused more on just kind of Ronin and his kind of adventures, more so than like what's
The
happening.
Adventures of Ronin.
Exactly, yeah. Charlie says that book won though. Like that's what I said. Like when I was doing the interview. Or
Yeah,
the
out of
review part of it,
6.
A little bit. Yeah, exactly. The first book when I was skimming through that one and showing it off, like there's a lot of cool moments there. We get the past stuff, the future stuff, and then like a good setup and like cliffhanger for where it's gonna go from there. But I feel like it's just that gentle decline in town. Sometimes it's a steeper decline at certain parts, but it doesn't really pick back up to that pace. Exactly, yeah. Charlie says that was far more interesting and engaging than the rest of the books combined. Exactly, yeah. Like there's intermittent parts in the later books, but I feel like it's a little too heavy on what's happening at the corporation, and I'm like, I don't really like. I feel like that could have been more quickly just talked about and shown off of. Oh, hey, shape-shifting god demon took over the CEO, and hey, I guess what? He's running the company differently, and it's not for the better. All right, let's focus on our boy and what he's up to make it back. And they kind of jump back and forth. We focus on the security guard, head of security lady, and like her growing relationship with. Hell yeah! Thanks for coming on by, Logan. Yeah, I know it's late by you. Thanks for chatting wrestling. We'll probably hopefully see you on Monday when Royce and I open up Pokemon packs.
And then next Thursday during WWF Hour.
Exactly, man. Maybe we could get there are some WWF books. I mean, as he said, the WWE books.
By Boom Studios. That's awesome. I did not know that was a thing.
And there's a few other like like non-fiction ones. What's it? Jim Cornette had.
Did you just say that wrestling is non-fiction? I love you. You're amazing.
Non-fiction in that it is like Jim Cornette's take on like what is it? In the Ring. What was that? Like there's that famous documentary, Under the Ropes or something like that.
Shoot.
That's like about like Jake the Snake.
Yeah, I know.
And, like,
It's just called
something with ropes or in the ring.
No, I think it's The Ring. Something about in the ring.
Yeah, The Ring. Ringu. The Japanese horror
Hey,
movie.
your movie's fun. Ready to Rumble. With David Arquette.
Oh my God, Logan, the God beyond the mat. Thank you
Oh,
so much.
yeah,
we were both way off.
man.
Thank you so much, Logan. All right, now you can sleep well. Thank you.
For 19 years old, I'm very impressed. Wait, who's in Cradle to the Grave? I thought that was Jet Li.
But yeah, Beyond the Mat. They have like a Beyond the Mat style, like kind of like nonfiction graphic novel that came out not that long about DMX and Jet Li. Hell yeah.
All right.
Yeah, maybe we could do something like that for next week. But either way, yeah, Ronin.
I'm like the Charlie of movies.
My work here is done. Everybody, yeah, just coming on by, dropping info
bombs, then leaving.
and dipping. Yeah.
Kind of like the quality of Frank Miller's Ronin.
Yeah, he did.
Just dropping by, then dipping.
I mean, they dropped a bomb on the on that corporation, blew it up, and then I guess the Ronin persisted.
Both literally and metaphorically.
Yeah. So
Also,
art is good. Story.
Well, yeah, I want to talk about the art.
Yeah, please do.
Okay, so Miller definitely has a very distinct style, especially with his panels and like this kind of shit where it's like one image but broken into different panels. But the thing I noticed that I'd never really seen before was these black and white pencils in the back. And what it made me realize was how influential this was on Ninja Turtles. Like, I already knew it because, like, they literally have a disclaimer about that in the beginning of, like, every printing of it.
Yeah.
That, like, it's influenced by Frank Miller. But seeing it in black and white, it's like, this could fit right into TMNT #1. So, I don't know, that really stood out to me here in the extras. I liked that they were included.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing. It's like his art is awesome, and this is like young Frank Miller. Back when he did that fire in him before
it was just alcohol.
Before he started, yeah, just kind of phoning it in. But no, like the art is great, and like I said, like the story kind of starts off cool and has good promise, but I feel like gets caught up and convoluted in all of the wrong stuff, or like the least interesting, at least in my opinion, parts of the story. So much so that after reading this and being kind of like having a sour taste in my mouth, I went and watched like the first 6 or 7 episodes of Samurai Jack, and my faith in humanity was restored.
You know, the other thing with Frank Miller's, I can't make a decision. Does he have? There are so many pages where there's like no dialogue, and then there's pages where it's so heavy.
Yeah, like,
so I'm like, is it evened out? Like, is it a normal amount of dialogue? Does he write less dialogue? Is it a lot? Like, you can't really tell because of the way it's broken up.
And what it's usually about too, because I feel like the sections of the chapters with the heaviest dialogue were the ones where it's like cutting back to the corp, and I'm like, I don't really care that much about this stuff. It's like it's a slog to get through these pages. Like, cut back to my boy and his weird hippie friend, and him like fighting like gang race wars and stuff like that. Like, that's at least interesting and cool. And then it's just like, all right, well, now we're back to like talking about weird like metaphysical stuff, or like it felt almost pseudo intellectual in some ways, like not really delving into like the, you know, what is consciousness and AI, because it gets into that with like Billy, and it's about Billy and like, is Billy still in there, or is it the Ronin now, and who is the security guard she falling in love with? Is it Billy or the Ronin? You know, there's different parts like that they kind of get into, but not really enough. And then
what if she's only falling in love with one, but they're both there? Is she cheating on one with the other?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Well,
she's cheating on her scientist husband
/ creator.
Yeah,
I created you.
I created you. Yeah, I don't know, man. Honor never dies. I don't know about that. I mean,
This
yeah,
is phenomenal Mongolian beef. Mukbanging like a mofo.
If only Ronin was as phenomenal.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at. Is this Mongolian beef is way better than that.
Mongolian beef better than Ronin. Episodes 1 through 6 of Samurai Jack better than issues 1 through 6 of Ronin.
Do you know how glad I am that I didn't blind buy the Absolute Edition for like $120 off eBay like I tried doing a few months ago? I was like, oh my god, I'm like 80s, it might even be 70s actually. Like, I'm like early Frank Miller. Oh my god, it's gonna be amazing. Everybody loves this story. So glad I didn't do that.
This is the benefit to us actually reading the comics and reviewing them. I mean, and again, people are obviously welcome to have different opinions from us. If you liked it, I'm always
We talked to
curious.
some customer today who I usually respect.
And then he said he liked this, and then I said,
You know a lot about British
I said,
folk
get out
rock.
of my store. No, but
Come back next week, we'll have your new books.
He was like, well, it was like I think like 5 years since he last read. It's like, I'm probably gonna try go back and reread it and see if I agree with you. But no, we always love hearing people's opinions on the books that we've read or haven't read, and you know, like why we should or shouldn't. Yeah, Ronin didn't really do it for me. Definitely disappointing. So this is what, episode 42. At episode 50, we're definitely going to dip back and look at episodes 26 to 50, and I think that this is going to be on the like bottom 3, kind of like disappointing.
See, that's the thing. I think it's more disappointing than bad. Like, New 52 Batman pissed me off. Like, this didn't piss me off.
That's fair.
That shit's terrible. I'm so glad. That's the other one that, like, I'm so glad I didn't blind buy. But see, then there's stuff like The Cult that, like, I would have bought blind and would have loved it, you know, you pushed me in the right direction.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'll definitely give you the most credit for that out of anything we ever read. That really...
Oh, yeah. No, I'm always happy to hear that.
But, dude, that Long Halloween was the best thing we've read. I can't even...
Yeah.
What do you think? What's your top right now? What's your number one that we've read?
Of all 42?
Yeah.
The new 42?
The better 42.
Sorry, I'm over here looking at. I've got the pin board in the corner.
Oh, sick pin for this, by the way.
I've got to update it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just sitting there. By the way, there's the Ronin one. I had a couple other
Can't really focus when I go
ones,
closer.
but I'm like, that's just a straight up. You know, you get.
No, that works.
You get
That's
the samurai.
tight.
Samurai Jack, I'll call him. I don't know if it really counts. It feels a little cheating, but honestly, Berserk, I've definitely been digging.
Yeah.
And that's thanks to Johnny suggesting that as well.
I'm amazed with how the quality maintains for how long.
Yeah,
it is.
yeah, and, like, that's the thing, too. It's like,
maybe there's something to him like not writing it all at once for that. You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah, kind of, spreading it out over time. And that's like that. I continue to look forward to when we have our jumping to the next Berserk Deluxe Edition days. So
Oh yeah.
that's definitely up there for me. But as far as like single issues. Yeah, it may be that for now is still Berserk has been a lot of fun to.
It's not cheating, I don't think. Do you have is it because it's so many volumes? Is that
I was gonna say like that's a little unfair because like, we have the happenings of what like 3,000 pages basically at this point, and like the content of that compared to like a 6-issue.
But that's, I don't think that's cheating because there's so much opportunity for it to be bad.
That's fair too. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, honestly, to be fair, like even Deluxe Edition Volume 1 of Berserk on its own is better than books like this. So I think that's also kind of
yeah.
fair.
Nothing's as bad as Mr. Miracle though. Nothing.
Marvel Zombies. Well, yeah, again, those are two different kind of bads. To be fair, I'm sure we'll discuss this again at some point soon. But
I know we've talked about this too, but like I just don't get how Robert Kirkman writes such good stuff and then wrote that.
Yeah, like that's part of it too. But then the art too. Like the art is almost like the worst part about it. Like that's.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Right. Sure, buddy.
Yeah. Egg roll.
Feeding Mikey tonight.
Basically.
It's a growing boy. What?
Is there just one?
Yeah, take the whole thing.
Sorry. I think there were two.
Mikey's a good dude. He went and got us coffee tonight, so
Oh yeah.
least I could do is give him some Twin Dragon. How are you? Have you dug in yet?
Yeah, no, I have been there here and there. Sorry, I've also just been talking your ear off about.
How bad Ronin was?
When was the last time you watched Samurai Jack?
I watched most of the first season like a year and a half ago before I bought the. Excuse me. Before I bought the Blu-ray, but I haven't dug it. Oh my God, mukbang. Haven't dug into the Blu-rays yet. I haven't seen season 5. Have you?
No, I also haven't. That's the thing is I was gonna probably like go through and try and like rewatch all of it. I'm definitely digging it, and also like it's funny too because like I remember when you first suggested when we were suggested Ronin last week. At this point I think
Last show.
Last show. And you opened up some pages and kind of just like flipped through. I was like, we must have completely lucked out because it was like all the pages that had like no dialogue and what seemed to be a lot of action. And I'm like, oh man, this will be like an easy
Looks
read.
great, yeah.
There's a lot of like action and like fun stuff. And then cut to actually sitting down and reading. I'm like, oh, there's a lot of words on these pages. Not as much action as I thought. And it's funny because that's kind of an aspect of Samurai Jack that I think I dug over more so than this was a lot of those episodes, especially the early ones, and certain ones later on.
I know what you're gonna say.
There's like little to no dialogue.
Yes,
like
correct.
It's like he lets like the action and facial expressions and just like kind of the mood and whatever happens in the action sequence kind of speak for itself more so than like having a lot of long exposition. I mean, there's still obviously they have to explain stuff. It's a foreign world to him. Like they've got to talk about the state of things, but then like once
No,
that's
I do
understood,
recall that when I watched it last.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
like there's episodes where it's like in this like 30 or whatever like 20 minute episode there's like maybe like 2-3 minutes of dialogue and then it kind of cuts to like extended
Sweet and
action
sour?
sequences or just kind of letting like the silent action speak for itself. I don't know. Like that was something that I kind of thought was going to happen here and not so much. And then watching those episodes, I'm like, hell yeah. You don't need to be, convoluted and kind of up your own butt about some of this stuff. You can just show off some sweet action.
You will be unusually successful in business.
Johnny,
How's that eBay store doing?
nothing unusual about you being successful in business.
That was really nice, actually. Thanks, buddy.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Appreciate that. Everything I touch.
Turns to sold.
Boom. That's my favorite thing any coworker's ever said about me. Mikey says that, it makes me smile
Hell yeah.
every time. Not everything, but a lot. Good amount.
Most of it.
Good enough. Keep me employed for at least another week.
Exactly. Yeah.
We'll see how I'm doing next
yeah,
round.
Week to week, book to book, week to week.
I don't know, Johnny. I know you excelled for 7 weeks in a row, but this last one,
Yeah.
pretty normal.
Exactly. Pretty
Step it up or get out.
continuous, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's most of what I had to say about Ronin, especially versus Samurai Jack. Yeah.
Especially versus Dark Knight Returns in year one.
Sure. I mean, like, those are, like, definitely the more magnum opus, like, the more well-known stuff, and, obviously this is the beginning stuff, but it's kind of a bummer. But not ragging on them too much, like you said. It's nothing, like, straight bad. Like, there's nothing, like, terrible about it. Like, the art is still cool, and it's not, like, extremely bad writing. It's just kind of, I wish it was something else, which is maybe not too fair, but I don't know. And then, like I said, like the comparison to Samurai Jack, not only because of obviously Samurai Jack seems to be cribbing that story, but like the way in which they took it, I kind of liked more and was more to my taste than this. So
Yeah, I'd give it a 4 out of 10.
oh no,
What would you give it? You ragged on it more than me.
probably a 5 because I really like the art. But yeah, man, like story part is definitely lacking for me, so that's why it's the art is holding everything else up.
Dude, how good is this? Or mine's done. How good is that food? Twin Dragon,
Enjoying it, yeah.
Niles, Illinois. You're definitely.
Yeah.
You've made a repeat customer out of me at least once.
They are not a 5 out of 10. They're higher than that.
As far as Chinese to go last minute, I ordered like 5 minutes before they closed. That was 10 out of 10. That was phenomenal. That beef, man. You digging it?
Yeah.
He's full of shit.
No, I'm digging it. I was gonna say I must have had Mongolian beef before because I've had beef like this, but I just don't know what makes it Mongolian.
Hey, Mike.
Is it the greens? Yes.
What if I told you we could improve the quality of this stream and we're going to trade up from Ronin to previews reviews? How you feeling about that?
Feeling good. You can slide me that in, or at least move it out of the way.
You interested?
Just pop it at the end there.
Johnny the Pin Popper Boy.
Yeah. So we didn't get a chance to this last Tuesday when Previews magazine came out. Here on the toy side. This one is the May. Or am I just straight lying there? What is
April.
April, yeah. The April. Hello.
Hey.
Oh, there's some anime. Hey, Pokemon. I've heard of that.
We saw that here at Pastimes Comics and Games,
We do.
located at entrance 8 of Golfman Mall at the intersection of Golf Road and Greenwood, Niles, Illinois.
Quite a bit.
Royce, Queen of the Pokemon.
That's what I always say. She bought like $5,000 worth of value of Pokemon yesterday, and that'll be going into the cases soon. So,
Any cool base set stuff?
yes, I think a base set Charizard was in there. I just kind of
Was there?
There was. Real quick before we go too far, we got free comic book day stuff here. This is like the advanced solicitation of what's going to be coming out for free comic book day 2021. Happens not on the first Saturday in May, but August 14th.
What else is going on that day, buddy?
Just my birthday. So that'll
I'm
be
proud of your birthday, buddy.
That's gonna be me.
I ain't
right
shaking my
there.
head at you.
That's gonna be me at the bottom right, wearing that shirt, standing there saying, "I am 31 now."
This
Yeah,
guy?
there it is. That's the one. When you walk into Pastimes, August 14th, 2021, look for
Typical
me
Mike.
in that shirt, standing in that stance, saying, "Welcome. Take a free comic book, why don't you?" But yeah, I mean, there's always some sweet books. I saw that there was Judge Dredd on there. DC usually has like the mystery books that they don't announce until later. Spawn Universe, hold on.
Yeah, I don't know about holding on for that.
Really? I was gonna say that's some people would tend to agree or tend to disagree because there's like Gunslinger. I think is one of the other ones that's coming out of the Spawn Universe stuff, and I think there was one other title that they're speaking out of. But
I don't know. Spawn seems pretty meh. We should read it. Why don't we do? Oh, because the dialogue looks terrible. Yeah, let's read it.
yeah.
I'm down. You want to do that? You want to? Did
Well,
we
how
just?
about this?
Nope.
While we're here,
I just decided. What are we doing?
that's fair.
What'd you wanna say?
So what, like trade paperback number one, or
Oh
where's
wait,
the,
we're actually gonna do this. Okay. All right.
what's the cutoff number?
I think it's
feel like
1 through
issues
6. Yeah, I think it's
or
1
so
through
is probably
6. Let's see. I can tell you in just a moment.
Also, Ant number 12 finally coming out was another one that I know people are jazzed about.
They don't know what the jazz is all about!
Speaking of Pokemon, yeah.
It would be 1 through 6 by Todd McFarlane and Greg Capullo.
All right. We'll look forward to
Which is perfect, because we don't have number 2. Remember, that's the one that's, like, not available.
then we want to see first appearance of Angela.
We wouldn't anyway, because it looks like it skips that issue.
What? Excuse me, sir?
7 through 8 / 11 through 14. I'm not. That's one of the big things with all the different collections. People weren't even sure if it'd be in the compendium until it actually came out. I'm not kidding about that.
That's weird. What, is it?
Because the Neil Gaiman, like, they sued each other. Yeah, like I
don't
know the ins and outs, but yeah. So like there are certain, like, the Spawn Origins, depending on the printing, it'll happen or it won't.
That's. I mean, I get why that'd be the case, but that is kind of wild too. Because also, like, that's a big
Yeah.
character too, so.
The only other thing I can think of is there's the it's the first or second Power Man and Iron Fist epic is missing issue 73, I think it is, because Rom makes an appearance, and Marvel doesn't have the rights to Rom anymore, so they couldn't print the issue. Marvel issues. Ha! Am I right? Jeppy.
Yeah, we won't be seeing
Those
them
in the
here
grip.
anymore.
Do you think they're done?
I don't know, man. It's definitely been a slow decline since. Well, I mean, it's been kind of a slow decline for a while, but especially since DC broke off and seeing like, hey, Luna can handle this in seemingly large quantities, and then Marvel's like, we've got somebody who can probably handle this in seemingly large quantities.
Walking Dead Deluxe. 13 and 14. No, 16 and 17. Wow. Really plowing through that.
Mm-hmm.
Almost a fifth of the way through half of the story.
I was going to say just like another 180 to go.
Yeesh. Well, your math's wrong, but 193, I thought.
Like 170 something.
It's not that hard of math.
I'm eating though.
Oh, sorry, that was my bad. I didn't realize that. That makes a lot more sense.
Can't eat and math.
No, that was kind of unfair for me to expect that out of you. Kind of sounds like you're digging that food.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I did. This isn't my first look through this mag, and there just wasn't much for me. The Walking Dead was, I think, the most exciting out of this whole mag for me. It was kind of, oh wait. EC Archives, MD. I don't know if that's something you're into.
I was just about to say, what was that thing that swung by?
Yeah.
MD. Oh, is that like they're like medical,
Yeah.
like MD doctor ones? Maybe. I don't know. I'm usually here for like
The horror.
ones, like the police ones, and sometimes the war ones do pretty neat.
War. What is it good for?
Yeah, like the romance stories, and then I guess doctor ones. I don't know how crazy that can be. But,
Sonic the Hedgehog.
oh yeah, hold on.
The Art of Pulp Fiction.
Woo! An illustrated history of vintage paperbacks. Expect to see that in the store.
There you go.
Hell yeah, God, man, pulp art is so good.
Ironically, in hardcover.
Yeah, no, I wish it was just like a 10-cent one. I mean, ironically, that pulp art is, ooh. Even androids can cry, Johnny. Did you know that?
Yeah. Oh, hold on.
Hold on, keep that there for, no, it's at home. Never mind. I have a pin of that. Of Vision crying, saying even androids can cry.
Man, John Buscema, or Buscema, depending on how you can read. Wow.
Good art.
Badass art.
I was gonna say enough to warrant a sweet Marvel Heroes artist edition.
Yeah, $150 is a pretty steep price, though. Actually, the Jim Lee one I got might be $150, but that's X-Men, so X-Men.
See, it is steep, but usually worth it, because those are like usually like the treasury size ones, or at least a little bit bigger.
Oh, they are, yeah. Oh, no, they're the artist edition. They're the oversized hardcover, like the Jim Lee XXL.
Oh, did that have like those? They had like those transparent pages too, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Very good. TMNT Annual.
Yeah, I just don't dig the art from that series, man. A lot of people say it's a good one, though. Jenica 2 trade paperback.
Mm-hmm.
Was it just a mini?
Yeah, Jenica and Jenica 2, I think, were like 6 to 12 issue miniseries, so haven't committed to like straight ongoing, but I'm sure it'll probably be back for volume 3.
Speak of the devil.
There he is, Mr. Lee himself. Mr. Lee's Men. What are you getting that bad boy? And also, follow-up question, when are you getting that bad boy?
What do you mean?
Are you picking one up?
Oh, I already picked it up. That's in my apartment. I already bought
Oh,
that.
this is a resolicit. Oh, I thought this was like a new one or like a...
No, yeah,
volume
it's just
2
an
or something like
advertisement
that.
for it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I already picked this up. This came out a couple weeks ago.
Hell yeah.
Actually, I opened it up the other night with Julia, my fiance. Love her. She's really into these editions. Justifies me buying them.
Yeah. I mean, like,
Yeah, she really digs. Whenever we go to conventions, we go to the art, the booths that have all the original artwork.
yeah, Artist Alley.
No, like there'll be
somebody who sells like just straight like...
Yeah, and you can usually just look through the books, and it's cool, and she has a good time. So, when these started coming out, I was like, "Oh, you like these too? I better get them."
Yeah, I'm getting these for you, honey.
Sweetheart. Ugh. Let's go back for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Back when it was good. No, whatever. Yeah, I was gonna say Pepe Larraz was the good artist of House and Powers. So
Yeah, it's not the art that I'm not digging. It's the
planet size.
oh, come on, come up with a new fucking concept.
I don't know.
It's been 45 years. Come on. 46.
Johnny, we're in the comics industry. They come up with something good once, and then we just repeat that into eternity.
That's why you gotta have a cutoff, man. I'm just skipping over the.
An homage or a tribute.
Oh,
or
boom.
now for those WWE books.
Waiting for that Power Rangers Deluxe Volume
How many
5.
number ones there? Boom.
Which one?
I said a lot of new number ones.
Yeah.
New series and stuff.
Power Rangers Unlimited Edge of Darkness.
Yeah,
Edge of
they're doing
Darkness.
side stories too for Power Rangers a lot.
Ooh, that is a badass Inhuckly. Oh, it's the main, too.
Mm-hmm.
Damn! Okay, this is insane.
What's that?
Check this out. June 9th, issue number 8. Right below it, August 11th, trade paperback volume 2, including issues 5 through 8.
Yeah, just pump them.
Literally same here. Power Rangers number 8, Power Rangers volume 2 trade paperback, 5 through 8.
They're waiting like 5-6 months for those.
Oh, wait. I don't know. Never mind. That Berserker got kind of hot, didn't it?
Continues to be.
Is it a limited? Ongoing, it looks like.
Ongoing, but I mean...
Probably isn't on point.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Immortal Hulk's ending at issue 50.
Yeah, at least that run, but...
Yeah, I'm sure it'll continue in some other way. They love them number ones. I might have to get that for that girl, man. Got her that,
Gotta get it for that girl, man.
that girl, man. One who got me Berserk 3.
Hell yeah. It's a reasonable trade-off. I forget, did we talk about it last time? Did you ever... Have you watched The Crow?
Are you, oh my god, you're an asshole. Dude, I won the Halloween contest in 8th grade as the Crow.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. My mom sewed the fucking giant crow onto the shoulder of the trench coat. It was awesome.
sweet.
It was sweet, dude.
Okay.
Just like that, actually.
It's like, wait a minute.
That's me! Oh, I did
the Johnny Werner tribute statue.
That's right.
Great tribute statue.
Wow, doxing me, huh? 'Cause that's how it feels, huh? Interesting. Just remember next time I dox somebody that you do it first. After me. First one to do it after me.
You're a public figure. You have your name right above your face there.
Yeah, that's something. I did the electrical tape too around the hands. Very good move. That's a sweet deluxe figure, man.
Sweet. And that's gallery.
Where's the gallery? Yeah, that's what I
The
meant.
price there, is that like the 50 or?
Yeah, man.
Exactly. That's,
They're just so awesome, except when they freaking push back my storm.
that's good. Yeah.
I'm so mad about that. That was supposed to be out this week.
Can't always go where we want.
I can.
You gonna get that storm this week?
I'm gonna go talk to Jeppy. Be like, look, you're losing your grip on reality, man. And wait, Penguin Random House is only gonna be doing the books, right? They're not gonna be getting all the.
No. Well, not statues and stuff, but I mean, it's gonna be. To my knowledge, it's trade paperbacks, hardcovers.
Yeah. I meant more just not figures and
Oh
stuff.
yeah, exactly.
Ugh. Just get to the good stuff. Ooh. My God.
Oh yeah, family graphic.
Hip hop family ties.
Family tree. What is it called? Family ties. Is that
Oh
the
no,
one?
family tree. Right, sorry.
We found
That's on
that.
Piscor, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Then there's a box set with 1 and 2, and a box set with 3 and 4.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. So I was gonna say, I know we had hip hop family tree here in varying degrees, but I didn't know if that was like a penultimate or an ultimate collection that had all the volumes.
Dude, all the peanuts from frickin' 50 through 86, all in 6 hardcovers.
You a Peanuts man?
Some of it's really good. You're not?
Eating, but indifferent. Like I dig it. As far as like older comic strips go,
It's a good one, man.
more Calvin and Hobbes, and
Well, Calvin Hobbes, badass. We should read that.
we definitely have and carry it.
Ooh! We have Calvin and Hobbes?
Yeah,
Nice.
it's in kids sections.
Biden's Titans. What's up with this?
Yeah, all like the kind of political parody ones. They had like all the Trump's Titans ones. AOC had her own run for a bit there.
Terminal Punks, the story of John Warren.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Now who's doxing me?
Now who's doxing?
Oh, whoa!
Tick. Tick.
Yeah.
What's going on with that tick?
It's the complete works of Tick and Arthur. I don't know if that's a new printing or if they're just resoliciting it or something. I don't think it's a new one. I think it's a new cover though. But you know, Edlund only did the first volume like that we read. He didn't work on any of the other stuff, which I didn't know until recently. I thought he kind of had an influence on all of it. Turns out not really. Boy, man. A lot of stuff here.
Yeah, a lot of variety out there, Johnny. Is that PSR Brooks in the bottom middle?
This one? What are you looking at?
Leftish.
This
Bottom.
one?
Yep.
ACG Collected Works Forbidden World Softy Volume 16 SC.
Talked with a gentleman today at length about pre-code horror stuff.
Who?
New favorite customer. Just a guy who came by. He bought one of those PS art books softies.
Oh, really?
He said he enjoyed them. I'm like, hell yeah! Like they're books. The hardcovers, great quality. Soft covers too, good quality. Like that's when we read Tomb of Terror stuff.
Oh, that was fun.
This cover one, that was PS Art Book Softy, and like great reproductions too, like good paper stock, and then just like great high res like scans or whatever they use for it. So
Oh, man. Thanks, Ronin. Put my ass
putting you
to sleep.
Yeah. There's Ronin.
Shadowman. Dude, that Twin Dragon food was delicious.
Could continues to be for some of us.
Yeah, I feel like I gave you more beef than I should have. I
You
think I
want
gave
I'm
you
not
more.
eating it all, so.
Nah, it's alright, man. It's all you. Haven't you been eating out of it?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
I don't care. I gave up what I gave up. I'm not regretting it. I bet that was so funny. I'm gonna go back and watch that later. Van Helsing. Never saw that.
Manga, here we go.
Fist of the North
I was
Star.
gonna say, there's. How do you feel about Fist of the North Star, Johnny?
I want to read it. I want to watch it.
I want to live it.
I want to be it.
I
I am the Fist of the North Star!
Just punch me instantly.
Punch meat?
Wait, go back. Was that Street Fighter on the left? Street Fighter, what is that? 2020? Is that just a new series or is swimsuit? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't deserve to live beyond today. Fist of the North Star, Volume 1.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
So is this like they're reprinting, or is this like the Viz like big book? What does it say there?
No, I think they're... oh wait. $19.99. That is a little pricey for just a regular 306 pages. It doesn't say what it collects.
It's a good chunk, though.
Yeah, I'm definitely down on
I was gonna say.
that. Yeah, I hope it's not a Viz 3-in-1. Those are not built well.
You get a lot, though.
Who cares if it falls apart?
Johnny, I can see our Viz 3-in-1s from here. They can hear you.
Good. I wish you had smaller spines and more glue.
Why can't you be like your brother, the Berserk Deluxe edition?
Oh, dude! Berserk Deluxe! Now there's one hell of a book! Dude. Dragon Ball is released so shittily here in America. I hate it. I'm gonna buy the Japanese, not Tankobon, which one do I want? Kansenban. Even though I can't read them.
What did you call me?
You heard. You just rewind the stream and hear it again.
Exactly, you Consenpan.
I just almost choked on my espresso. You sicko. I don't know, man. Nothing in here standing out to me.
Manga man, Johnny?
I like anime, I think, more than manga.
That's fair. To each their own. Might be at the flip point. Oh yeah, it's shirts and then flip.
Holy shirt.
Holy
Oh!
Kill Bill, Volume 2.
Yep. I'm in.
Were you considering it there for a minute?
Oh, it's happening. Got me back, Jep. You got me back. Never left.
These books are upside down.
What are you doing?
That was it for the comics and hardcovers, etc. But let's get into the toys here. Because I know Johnny might be looking for some Dragon Ball figures. That's right, the WandaVision.
Eesh.
Yeah, missed your chains.
Yeah. Eesh.
Right on time.
Eesh.
Black Widow, eventually.
We'll see. Not in the Morbius, but I thought that figure was pretty badass. There's a bigger
Yeah,
picture of him
Morbius, I
down
mean,
there.
he's got a cool look. I just don't know too much about him.
Yeah.
We'll fix that one day.
Yeah, we can. That's one of the best ones they've ever done, dude.
And
Like,
again-
he's phasing through the wall. Man,
Yeah, exactly.
too bad that show sucked.
Vision's still cool.
Yeah.
I think that thing. Hell yeah, here we go.
Different angles, too. Kurt angles. What? Why was that funny?
I like the idea of it. No, man, those are just 3 different statues. You're not allowed to spin the statue. You just have to buy the, like, forward facing
Yeah.
or...
Can I get a left tilt one, please?
3/4 profile. Can I get that one?
Yeesh.
Darth Maul looking a little gaunt in there. Is he
It's because it's the animated version.
Yeah. You ever watch any of those?
Yeah. Yeah.
There was one that was in theaters that I saw and I remember nothing about.
Okay, well that's bullshit, but whatever.
There was one.
Okay, we'll ask
What was I
Eric.
doing in that theater watching?
We'll ask
Star
Eric.
Wars?
We'll ask Eric about that. I almost did it. I almost last named him.
Exactly, yeah.
Stop myself. Eesh. Did you watch Justice League yet?
I have not. I've been told to.
By who?
You can't tell me what to do.
Okay, go ahead. See how you feel afterwards.
Yeah.
Johnny, I should have listened to you.
You were right all along.
Hey, Billy Zane.
Hi, Billy Zane here.
The Phantom. But actually.
Literally. There's Constantine.
Yeah.
Is that Constantine?
Yeah.
You know what Constantine's in, Johnny?
Sandman?
Batman Damned.
What's your point?
I read Batman Damned over the weekend.
How'd you like it?
It was neat. It had a lot of the DC, basically like Justice League Dark, like the DC like paranormal crew, which I definitely kind of dig. I like them as characters. I don't know as much about them, but they had like Constantine, Zatanna, Swamp Thing, all those dudes, and I dug the art, story. That end though.
Yeah? No landing?
Somebody landed.
Snoopy ice hockey.
Landed on that water pretty hard.
What does it have to do with water? I haven't read it.
Let's find out. One of these days.
We gonna read it?
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Oh,
It's like, yeah,
whoa.
let me bemoan a book and then say now read it. If it's that conversation, it's only 3 issues. Some classic looking
Yeah. Does he transform though?
Sansa.
I don't know.
Looking like Optimus. We might have that one coming in. I know we've got an Optimus one coming in at some point.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe you.
We'll find out eventually.
Believe when I see it. Dilbert.
Of course. I like that. No, we're kind of past now, but the Clifford the Big Red Dog one.
Oh, yeah,
Because it's one of the ones that comes with like the minifigure, but Clifford is the big one, and you get the mini Emily one, and that is cute.
Do you like the Bulls 91, or the Bulls Dennis Rodman? 91 was inaccurate. He was not on the team in 91.
Johnny, I watched Last Dance, and he could have fooled me.
Well, that's embarrassing.
That's
You're
it.
from here.
I'm gonna say, not that means anything, but it just means that I also know nothing about sports. So you could have said like, "Oh, that's 91 Rodman right there." I'd be like, "Hell yeah, it is."
He wore number 91. Maybe that's what I was thinking.
Again, could have fooled. You could have said any number was on that jersey, and I'd be like, "Yeah, that sounds all right."
Typical Rodman. Yeah, see that previous bag, man, not that exciting.
But
yeah. Okay.
oh, is that gonna be not exciting? Oh man, Johnny. All right, so that's the.
There's one section I'm a little excited about, not the normal one. And one book I think you'll be happy about too.
That was the previews magazine, which has basically all of the non-big publishers. I mean, obviously no longer DC anymore, not Marvel, but it has like Image and the indie publishers, as well as the books and figures. But this one here is the strictly Marvel previews insert. So this is all things Marvel, and yeah, like the Hellfire Gala, I know is like the big X book event crossover one. Yeah, Heroes Reborn is gonna be another big one. So a lot of Heroes Reborn and the X Fire Gala seem to be the big ones.
Yeah.
Spring/summer.
Yeah, I just can't dig it, man. Hate all the artwork.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. No,
This is the worst I've seen. Look at this. It's got some like 90s poor digital animation look going. Like I don't get it. I don't even think the camera captures it well enough.
there we go. Who's that artist? Who are you gonna put on blast here?
Marco Castiello. Nope, cover by Alex Garner. Marco, you're saved.
Marco, you had a say in this though. You could have stopped this, Marco.
Yeah.
So what is this?
Marco my words, I won't be
What does
picking
that
this
say?
up.
Infinite Destinies. What does that say?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that some other crossover one?
Captain America versus Overtime. Planet-size X-Men. Just what are you doing at this point?
Well, Johnny, you remember? I don't know, Johnny. I don't know if you know this, but they had a giant-size X-Men in '94, and
What was that?
And it introduced.
What was that?
Right there, Storm.
What was that?
That's Storm.
No,
right
what
there.
was that?
Not on the left, but on the
What
right.
was that?
And that was
Go back. Rewind. What were you saying? What were you saying incorrectly? Mr. Comic Manager? What were you saying incorrectly? I'm embarrassed. Alan, think about our phone number and think about what this person just said in your store, okay? Pretty sure you got the phone number adjusted to say X-Men, which I think is badass. I respect you. I don't respect this. What would you say about giant size X-Men, Mike?
What if it was bigger?
What year did it come out, Mike?
It's gonna come out this year.
What year did giant size X-Men come out? The sad thing is, I've already said it once on this stream. So if you were paying attention on just this one stream, you'd have the answer.
90.
What year?
1, 2.
I hate you more than I've ever hated
yeah.
you.
Remember Storm? That her. What if bigger?
You're not allowed to do any more comic purchases, Mike.
Planets.
You've lost your privileges. I don't even know if you could be trusted to bag and board the books anymore. You might shove a Silver Age book into a current bag and not even know why it's wrong.
Exactly. Why is this working? Johnny, where's the planet size bags and books?
Oh my god, I hate you so much.
Hell yeah.
No, Mike, I know those are just magazines, Mike. They're not planets. God, he doesn't get it.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so Storm. Man, I really wish I had a DC Gallery, or why do I keep saying DC? I really wish I had a Diamond Gallery figure coming out this week of Storm.
Wait, so this is just like a gala event, because like they're showing off like their dresses here. If you go back, it was like a red carpet type thing, which is okay. Like here they are, they're here to slay. Check out these sweet dresses. Emma Frost in white. Yeah. Yeah, Johnny, we have not kept up with current run X books.
Yep.
They seem to be going places, huh?
Places are definitely a place.
Straight up, like fashion show happening.
Is where's the X? I mean,
where's the X-Men? He's just looking at the X-Men books. These aren't them. These cannot be.
Who's writing this crap at this point? Is it still Hickman?
Right.
This is all Dugan. Is he done?
Oh, is it?
Well, this is Dugan. I haven't seen any actual
X.
X.
Gala stuff, maybe. Hickman
Of
is like,
course. He would just be doing X-Men, if anything. Oh, Hickman's still doing X-Men.
Okay.
Okay. X-Corp. Sword.
Swarks. Still.
Way of X. God.
Whack. Wax. Ox, pox, wax, remember?
Oh, God. Wolverine 13.
Go on.
Please save me, Wolverine 13.
He's at the gala event. He's punching Deadpool. He's wax too.
Definitely at the gala event. That X Factor art looks terrible too. Oh God, Children of the Atom. Like, what is going on with this? What is this?
New characters.
It looks terrible. Why do their kids have to be them, just different versions? Why does that make any sense?
I mean, that's everything. There's Cable. Cable's ending. At least you could be maybe happy about that.
Is this the last issue?
I think so. It says coming to an end, right? Am I coming to a close?
Cutting the cord, and then he will not attend the Hellfire Gala this year or ever again.
Is that a threat?
Probably.
Hell yeah.
You down?
I don't know. I've heard good things about the Alien one, like that it's actually like for a Marvel book, like kind of gory and.
Oh, I bet it is. They're not gonna mess
so,
this
like,
up. They just bought these properties.
That I kind of did, cause like when I was doing the ordering for the Alien thing, like which was honestly if it's like a while ago, but I was a little reluctant because like that's the thing is like when we first heard Marvel buying like Alien and Predator stuff, like it's like all right, well is this gonna be like a cash grab? Is this just gonna be like phoning it in? But it seems like they're actually putting some attention behind it, so that's always a good
Salvador
thing.
LaRocca's drawing it. It's pretty good, man.
Gamma Flight.
Wait, who's writing?
Remember Alpha Flight?
Philip Kennedy. Okay, Johnson. Philip Kennedy Johnson. And Huck Lee's doing the covers, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Wait, but Al Ewing, Gamma Flight, this might be where Immortal Hulk's going, because Al Ewing's who writes that. So maybe this is where it's jumping to.
Or at least carrying over some of the story arc, because we when we read Immortal Hulk, we got some of the Alpha and Gamma Flight.
The United States of Captain America, and to the Republic for which it stands. Demon Days. I thought Demon Days was supposed to be an X thing, was it? Was I wrong?
I mean, technically, it's like spins out of that, but it's Peach Momoko's stuff, so. The Momoko-verse.
I was taking this cover, actually.
Shang-Chi Punchin' Cap.
Who's the cover artist? Lionel Francis Yu.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like that cover. FF.
The marriage.
Fantastic Four life story.
Bride of Dr. Doom. Story arc.
Jesus.
Could it be?
Sue Storm.
Reptile, I saw that one. I didn't know what was going on.
What is going on? You can spell reptile right. Reptile.
Reptile. I only got that Reptile one. No.
The Marvels. What is going on?
Yeah, dude, there is too much. Like, there's Marvel, Marvels, the Marvel, Marvel X. I don't know, man.
Beta Ray Bill.
There we go. There's a name I can get behind, probably.
I still can't believe Kieran Gillen's writing the Eternals. That might make it okay. That's a cool cover. I dig it.
Yeah. Is he at the Hellfire Gala? He's like wearing a suit.
Yeah, he is. What am I supposed to say to that? How do I even work with this at this point? No, it's not that bad. I enjoy Mikey. We have good times. We laugh. We share food. He gets drinks. I get food.
Hey, that's an homage to the, there was the Craven cover that was that. But it was Craven's.
Yeah! You're right. Okay, I did think that looked familiar. You're totally
so
right.
That was a relatively newer one.
It's a badass cover, man.
Yeah. It's like 40-something, I think. Somebody, I think, picked one up today. Here at Pastimes Comics. It's a big money bag.
Yeah, maybe she's going to Pastimes Comics.
That's
Gotta get the Pokemon!
Basically, that'll buy you one Charizard, Black Cat.
I'll take one Pokemon, please!
One Pocket Monster.
I want my Play-Doh, please.
So called.
Dude, when I was a sophomore, I totally asked my Spanish teacher how to say that in Spanish, and it was like, "Yo necesito plastico, por favor," or something like that. Like, plastico was like the closest thing they had to like Play-Doh.
Exactly. Why did you need to know that?
Or Big Hero. Yo quiero plastico, por favor.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was fun. I don't know, I would just say that line. It made you laugh. I mean, I literally said, I want my Play-Doh, please, and you, like, laughed. So that's why. I want to make people of different cultures laugh.
That's true, yeah, man.
God, what if we had a Hispanic gentleman come in, and he looked down, and I was like, I want my Play-Doh, please, and he was like, no English.
Gracias, senor.
I was like, I've got you covered, mi amigo.
Muchas gracias.
De nada. Unbelievable. Iron Man. Man. You know, okay, let me ask you something about
Please
Alex
do.
Ross.
Please.
Okay. I'm not saying that I'm like tired of him or anything. I'm just saying, is it gonna start to lose its charm that he's doing every cover for like 3 different titles?
Not really, because I mean, obviously he's got a great style and it is evocative and works. It's just, I mean, to be fair, like this is obviously nothing against him. It's just more the nature of comics and like variant / cover artists to begin with. It's a bummer when it's like, oh, look at all that's happening on there, and then you open it up and it's like, oh,
Right.
not as good. Not that it's like bad, but it's just kind of.
Yeah, countdown to the end. Immortal Hulk.
Guardians of the Galaxy's getting like a story arc reboot. Thoring it up, because I think that's also coming to an end.
The finale of Prey,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, they're probably gonna switch up all the writers and stuff. Cates has been on that for a while.
Yeah, same with that.
Oh yeah, Al Ewing is
Venom
on.
ends at 300 soon, so.
Right. Daredevil.
Daredevil.
The issue you cannot miss.
Say that every issue. Savage Adventures.
Yeah, Conan.
Star Wars.
High Republic, very hot. Bounty Hunters, War of the Bounty Hunters.
#1 and #1 director's cut coming out on the same day, which seemed a little weird when I saw that, but what do I know?
Star Wars 14. This has badass artwork.
Yeah, the Star Wars stuff
Wait,
seems-
Charles Soule is writing Star Wars?
Tell me.
Yeah, but he wrote the second Darth Vader series, so that's really cool because that's like this
Yeah.
is after that. I didn't realize that, and that omnibus is going to be in the back of this book. I already know that. Spoilers.
Tune in.
Darth Vader 13. Greg Pak. Oh, Greg Pak is writing this round? Man.
Back is back, it says. It does not.
I looked. What the hell do I got to deal with this for? Peach Momoko. I don't know.
Yeah.
Patrick Gleason. Yeah.
He does those webhead covers over and over.
Yeah. Well, he only did one. They just different.
Well,
I only said it once, and they doubled it on the soundtrack. Cheap bastards. I mean, to be fair, he only drew it once, and they just got him.
will Simpsons ever be bad? Yeah,
Not those seasons.
Yeah. Oh wait, yeah. Hold on, wait. Simpsons is bad.
Did you see it's like renewed like through season like 32 or 3 at this point? It's literally getting to the point where there is going to be 3 times as much not good stuff as good stuff. That's insane.
I'd be curious to see. Like, I haven't checked, but I mean, like, I know, like, 'cause that's the thing is, like, the original writers, it's like they got then supplanted by people who like grew up watching those Simpsons episodes, and it's like, oh, now they're writing, and now I feel like we're getting to the point where like people who grew up on like the newer Simpsons writers are probably becoming like writers and now writing for Simpsons.
Oh,
and
I
I'm
didn't
curious,
think of
like that weird Ouroboros of it just like continuing to like, ugh, man, Simpsons, what happened here?
All right, baby, here we go. The bread and butter. Marvel Collected Editions. Although, again, you know, I will say this, though, and I'm not even, like, saving face. It can't be badass every time. A, because there's not enough material, and B, because, like, okay, if they just, like, busted out all the X-Men in a row, then you'd be like, in 2 months after, you'd be like, wait, I don't have any more X-Men to collect. It's better to spread it out, and having these, like, lull periods are good, not only for the wallet, but, like, just for an appreciation value.
You need time to read them, too.
Well, and, like, just because I'm not into this doesn't mean somebody else isn't, and maybe they're into this stuff and not into what I am, so this is the reverse.
Summer is cheering for the Call,
not many people, though. Call the Conqueror's getting an omnibus. These don't seem to be any of them, except for like the Conan, seem to have many followers.
I was gonna say, what if I like Conan, but I don't like Conan?
Star Wars Legends: Rise of the Sith omnibus, very badass DM cover by Fleming. Fleming who? Hugh Fleming. And there you go. Star Wars Darth Vader by Charles Soule omnibus. Like I said, collecting Darth Vader 2017, issues 1 through 25, and annual 2. Why would it not have annual 1? Maybe that tied into Star Wars and it wouldn't make sense. Let's find out.
For the Vader annual 1? Yeah, that seems... And this is Vader 1, it said? Or at least his run of it?
So, okay, this is how it breaks down. In 2015, they launched... This when Disney like launched all their Star Wars titles.
Yeah.
They did Star Wars and Darth Vader, and both of those took place between episodes 4 and 5, right? This takes place between episodes 3 and 4. Okay. This is the second Darth Vader series, and then the current one that we just saw, issue 14, that's coming out now by Greg Pak, that takes place between episodes 5 and 6. So
jumping around, yeah.
Well, and it's filling in the gaps, because if he was made in 3, and this covers between 3 and 4, and he's in 4, and then the first series covered between 4 and 5, and now this series is covering between 5 and 6, it's going to be his whole life covered. So this is cool. I definitely think they're going to reprint the first volume because, or the Darth Vader by Kieran Gillen run, because that omnibus is out of print as hell, and it goes for crazy money.
Yeah.
So if they're doing this, it seems only right that they would reprint that sometime soon. So if they do that, I'm going to pick that book up. I'm probably going to pick this up. And
DM variant 2 by that one too.
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably go DM.
I only kind of said, but I'm
no, I'd probably go DM.
Yeah.
I mean, Vader's...
He's got the lightsaber in your face.
My dude, man.
Menacing you.
Marvel Masterworks.
They're back.
Volume 3, Ghost Rider. They're busting those out, man. I'm really happy because they have no other form of collected editions for Ghost Rider. No omnibuses or no epics.
Really? Wait,
not yet.
Really?
There's one omnibus, but it collects like the 11 series or something. I think it's Jason Aaron. Did he write? See, that's the only.
Yeah. Okay. That would make sense. But that seems strange.
Ghost Rider by Jason Aaron Omnibus. I was right, and it was the 2006 series.
Okay.
What did I say? 2011.
11.
That was a guess. And then actually the Cosmic Ghost
Yeah, I was
Rider
gonna say
Omnibus.
that stuff I know is, but that's just like cosmic Kate stuff, right?
Well,
She's not-
here's the thing. Well, no, okay, this is the thing. Is there is, like you just said, there's the Marvel Universe by Donny Cates Omnibus, which in that contains Cosmic Ghost Rider 1 through 5, but there is a Cosmic Ghost Rider Omnibus coming out,
Okay.
which also contains, I have the contents in front of me, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm on top of this. Thanos 2016 through 18, issues 13 through 18.
Yeah.
Thanos Annual number 1, Cosmic Ghost Rider 1 through 5.
Yeah.
Cosmic Ghost Rider destroys the Marvel Universe, 1 through 6, destroys Marvel history.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2019 1 through 6, which I assume is by Donny Cates. Avengers 2018 22 through 25. And Revenge of the Cosmic Ghost Rider 1 through 5. So I don't think that Revenge is in the Donny Cates Omnibus.
Okay.
And who's the main... Is it Donny Cates the main writer on this? Yeah, totally. So I feel like this probably links up with that Omnibus, even though it probably double dips with the Ghost Rider shit. Tomb of Dracula. How do you feel about that, man? I know I'm not into it, but I know a lot of people in the Collect Editions community love Tomb of Dracula, and it's getting its first Marvel Masterworks, which is amazing because it already is completely released in trade paperback form, which means that they're touching up the artwork after the fact.
Which seems yeah.
So what do you have any?
There's not an Omni for that one because I could have sworn somebody had at some point got.
No, there is an Omni. Oh. So maybe they touched up the artwork for the Omni, because sometimes they'll do that, like they did for the Roger Stern Spider-Man. They did that one out of order, but
yeah, not starting with the masterwork. Yeah, because I was gonna say, I feel like we had, or have. Maybe way back when we had one. Yeah, the Tomb of the Dracula Omnis, because I remember seeing it in that format. I'm like, oh, looks cool, and I would just like page through it. I haven't read too much of the Tomb of the Dracula stuff, but I mean, like Dracula would, pardon the pun, bleed over into other stories too, and I would get it through that. But
yeah, so that's I just figured EC you might like it.
oh yeah, like horror stuff, yeah.
But yeah, I could definitely see a Ghost Rider Epic Collection coming soon, or at least because if this is Volume 3 of the Masterworks, that means they'll probably just combine 1 and 2 and make them into an omnibus. It's usually what they do. Oh, actually, maybe they can fit 3. They used to be able to fit 3. Like the original, like, Fantastic Four and Spider-Mans.
Get something going.
Young Avengers Omnibus by Kieran Gillen, new printing, so it's getting a reprint. It's a thing. I think that's from the Marvel Now era. Young Avengers 2013, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's
1 through 15, and Marvel Now, .1. There you go.
Man, remember decimals?
History of the Marvel Universe, trade paperback by McNiven. Oh, the McNiven cover. See, now they're even doing... Have you seen this? They're doing, like, DM covers for trades. Yeah, that's a little ridiculous.
Just gotta do something when we're floundering here. King in Black, hell yeah. Is that,
there's the Donny Cates Omnibus. What's up?
The King in Black, is that just the trade of what?
It's just an advert. Oh, yeah, King... It's down here. Trade... Yeah, King in Black 1 through 5. That's
I
it?
assume that's just the mainline stuff.
For $25?
Yeah, I think they were...
Are they oversized?
Slightly bigger, if
That
I'm not
makes sense.
mistaken. But I was gonna say, because then I know that like back when Absolute Carnage came out, there was like an Absolute Carnage 1 through 5, and then there was like here is like the supplemental side story.
Right.
So I assume they're gonna do that with King in Black as well. Venom.
Venom Volume 6 trade containing Venom 31 through 35. King in Black Atlantis Attacks, King in Black Namor, King in Black Avengers. Yeah, break it up into those and make people buy 7 different trades.
And then
Wicked and Hulk. That
Omni
just came
when
out.
it comes out.
Yeah, and it'll have all of this. You're right. Oh, King in Black Planet of the Symbiotes, Thunderbolts,
there's more, yeah.
Gwenom vs. Carnage.
Where's the Spider-Man one? John?
Oh, King in Black Scream, that just came out. Where's the what?
Spider-Man. There we go.
Boom, Symbiote Spider-Man.
Thank you. I was getting worried.
Black Panther Book 9.
Oh yeah.
Boom! Don't worry, buddy. I already ordered these for us. a good man.
We'll be ready. When does that drop?
That is going to be in stores July 2021.
All right. So July, get ready for a book club book.
Oh, 100%. We're jumping right into this
Exactly,
shit, dude.
Black, White, and Blood. Get ready for it.
Yep.
Carnage, Black, White, and Blood came out this week too.
I paged through it. It looks okay.
I mean, to be fair, I was gonna say it's one of those things where it's hard to tell: is it the book or is it the hype around one cover? We'll find out in a week.
Reign of X, Volume 1.
What? Oh, what?
Oh yeah,
Reign of X?
Dawn of X is over. Reign of X. It's Dawn. It's
What's
House of X, Dawn of X, X of Swords, Reign of X. I'm dead serious, and then I think it's gonna go from there into Way of X.
Hawks, Pox, Socks, Rocks, Locks?
Socks, Swords of X. Got him.
What would it be?
You can't.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
We're so weird. I love it,
Hey man,
dude.
they chose that naming convention. I'm just trying to navigate my way through it. It's not
It's
my
not
fault.
your fault.
It's not my fault. Hickman, you did this to me.
Hickman, you son of a bitch. You tweet him. Tweet him.
Yeah. Get him on the line.
Alan, use your connections. We need to talk to Hickman.
Yeah. Hello, Mr. Hickman.
Mr. Hickman, this is Hockman. Oh, sir!
Say yeah.
Oh, man. All right. This next page is the most exciting. Next two, like, 4 pages, next 2 flips are all really good.
Flip it out.
It's the thing I'm most
I can kind of see bleeding through the page. I see Doc Stura. Who could that be?
It's the guy I thought you'd be most excited about. Okay, first off, Captain America Epic Collection, Volume 9, Dawn's Early Light, new printing. Very excited.
Oh, yeah.
I had the original, but the new printings, the paper quality's getting a little bad. It's getting a lot of complaints this week online. But they are better quality books in terms of how they open. The older ones are a little too thick, but these are a little too thin, so they gotta find a happy medium. But Epic Collection, Volume 9, super stoked about that. It's got Mike Zeck artwork, which I'm a big fan of Mike Zeck. Pretty excited. And then, dude, Doctor Strange Epic Collection Volume 1 reprint.
I was gonna say I think I have that.
What, you do?
I don't know.
Well, here's the thing.
That art looks familiar.
I don't know if did we ever talk about Quad? I think we did. Quad Graphics?
I was gonna say
Quadgate?
I was gonna say just espressos. No, not Quadgate though.
Okay. So, actually, people are referring to the current books as Quadgate Part 2. Okay. About a year and a half ago, the Epic Collections, like, they're printed at different printers, which is normal for books, right? Mm-hmm. Well, there was a certain company called Quad Graphics that, like, real quickly, I think they pumped out like 6 Epic Collections, and then Marvel pulled the plug on them because they were so bad. This is like the Venom one where like it didn't even have the Epic insignia on the side.
Oh, yeah.
There were stories of like people pulling them off the shelf and the covers would just come off. Remember the cover was curling in the printing that we had?
Yeah.
Like the covers were so thin that if you just laid it down, like the cover would curl up.
Just like every bad thing that could happen to a book.
Yeah, so Spider-Man 18, Doctor Strange 1, Hulk 3, Avengers West Coast 1, Daredevil 22, which we still have a copy of. On every copy of them, the spine was miscut, so like the front cover like wraps around onto the spine of every single release. And, like they mismeasured it.
It's pretty good.
And yeah, the glue, like they didn't use enough glue, and there was just a lot of problems with the covers coming off, or like pages falling out and shit.
Sure.
So like within 6 books, like Marvel just cut them, and which was really cool. But now recently, there's this company called Fry Communications that they're getting the books from, and dude, the paper is so thin.
Yeah, we've looked at that. I don't think we ever showed it on stream. Maybe one of these days we'll.
Oh, dude, in the one of the groups I'm in, can I plug it? Can I plug it or no? Is that no?
I don't mind.
Okay, check it because it's Marvel Epic Collection podcast. It's a website. The guy who runs it is a guy named Curtis. He's a really cool dude. He's just in the Epic Collection, so it's just a fun group where you can go talk about just these books. And like, there was an uproar this week in the group on Facebook of like, dude, people are posting pictures from the Fate of the Phoenix, which just came out 2 weeks ago. I mean, laying down like this, so there's no light on the back end. Like, you can see through the pages.
Yeah, like I was gonna say,
It's
like,
bad.
Like I'm not that into that scene, and like even just you kind of like saying, hey, check this out. I'm like, yeah, what is going on? Like, this is like tissue paper. Like,
Yeah, that's what it's
you're
spot
seeing
on.
it.
Yeah.
And like it got progressively worse from what you told me too. Of like the first one was like just kind of on like the white sections or like the margins of it, but then like now it's like kind of like bleeding into like everything, and that's
Well, actually, the Defenders omnibus that comes out next week, I saw a overview for it, and they messed up the spines on that one with the font. Like, it doesn't match any other Marvel font ever. It's
wild.
weird. And then while I was watching the overview video, you could see through the pages, and at the end of it, the guy's like, yeah, you know, by the way, these are pretty thin, and like, I've never had this with an omnibus, and I was like, damn, I thought I was the only one noticing that.
Yeah, exactly.
So I hope they get on top of that. That's pretty bad.
That's a bummer.
So, X-Men Epic Collection, number 19, Mutant Genesis, new printing. I don't collect X-Men and Epic. I do Omnibus for that, so for me, not too cool, but a lot of people love this.
And also,
this actually
getting new printings too, like you said, like helps the market too, because a lot of them, since they're out of print, your only other option is like eBay, and it's like 2, 3, 4 times the normal price.
Oh, the Doctor Strange one was going for stupid money for a minute, even if it was the crappy quad book. And this concludes the Chris Claremont run and starts the Jim Lee stuff. So people dig that. A lot of theories that this is actually going to be the last X-Men Epic volume in the series. New Mutants Epic Collection Sudden Death Volume 5, collecting New Mutants 55 through 70 and annual number 4. So the cool thing about this is they also just announced Omnibus Volume 2, which literally goes up to issue 54. So if you have the first 2 Omnis, and then you have Epics, this is number 5, 6 and 7 are out, you have almost the complete New Mutants run, because the only thing missing would be the last, like, 5 or 6 issues. It's crazy. So, they're really pumping those out. Good for Marvel.
What?
This one.
This one's for you, Johnny.
Oh, this one is for me. Did you see what it is?
Okay, copy.
Wolverine Epic Collection, Volume 3, Blood and Claws. Penciled by one of my favorites, Mark Silvestri. I met him.
Hey, man, like,
It was so
put
cool.
that a little closer, because that is a sweet cover.
Yeah, it's issue 41, I'm pretty sure.
Hell yeah. Man, the whole squad's there. In the sewers, just fighting. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, so I'm definitely getting my hands on that. So, containing Wolverine 31 through 44, Wolverine Bloodlust, and Wolverine Bloody Choices. Which Bloody Choices was one of the books I found when we went to the annex for myself.
Yeah, like we saw like the like mini TP ones.
Yeah.
TP.
So really cool, man. So stoked on that. Because this actually, kind of like how this links up perfectly with that New Mutants Omnibus 2, this perfectly links up with the Wolverine Omnibus Volume 2.
Okay.
That goes up to issue 30. So, you know, eventually I'm sure this will be omnibus, but man, Wolverine, just, if any way they want to release Wolverine, I will buy it.
Exactly, yeah. And like I said, it's just good having any kind of print, like trade Omni or whatever that kind of can give you more or less the complete run. So you're not just kind of like stuck twiddling your thumbs, being like, all right, well, I read these, now what do I do? It's like, at least you have an option here. You know, whether it is like, even if it is kind of like mixing the mediums there of Omni and Epic, but I mean, again, you know, like you're getting the kind of upgraded, quality of the imaging and like the scans or whatever you want to call it.
Well, and for people who are like always like, why the hell did they release the Epics out of order? Well, this is why, because if they were just releasing Wolverine Omnibus 1 and Wolverine Epic 1,
exactly.
you'd be, why would I get this? And like, why did they just release the same thing twice? Well, they didn't. You actually, it's like the way, like you just said, of kind of releasing it all.
Yeah.
And then you can piece it together later,
Yeah.
but you get the story at least. So I agree with what you're saying. So I support their decision to do that. And then the other thing, I know we talked about this with the it was like last previews, there was a reprint of Avengers Epic 9. And what's cool that they're doing is when the first printing of Epic 9 came out, that material had not been masterworked yet. Okay. Well, now it has, so the reprint will have the updated artwork.
Nice, yeah.
That's a nice plus. I mean, I think that was it. I think there's... Oh, hell no! Captain America Epic Collection number 14, The Captain. How appropriate with that show. Containing Captain America 333 through 350 and Iron Man 228. So, cool side note. I don't know if you know this. Before the Epic Collection started, they released a series of what we in the community call pseudo-epics. And they were epics that just weren't epics yet, and they don't have the epic insignia because it wasn't a thing yet, but they were kind of testing the waters, like, hey, if we release these trade collections, would people like them?
Yeah.
One of them was this exact book, just called Captain America the Captain. No epic collection, just Captain America the Captain, containing issues 333 through 350.
Yeah, same content.
Yeah, same exact shit. So, it's fun that they finally got to this volume to, like, because I would see some people in the group who, like, on their shelf had that one slid in there and it looked off, but it was the right contents. But you knew they would do this. Mm-hmm. So I'm happy about that.
Oh, that's cool. I like that little lore. And then we got Silk 1 coming out this next week. Seems like that's going to be another hot one.
Well,
100.
Oh, this contains the earlier series.
Yeah, I was going to say,
makes sense.
It was, what, 2015 and 2016, I think?
Correct.
And then I think there was, like, a weird, like, 2015A and 2015B where there was, like...
Correct, Michael!
Yeah, every once in a while, I remember things.
Alan? He can stay.
Yeah.
He worked his way back into our good graces.
You know X-Men, I know 2015 A and B Silks.
And as a team, we know everything, so there we go.
Yeah, exactly. Covers everything.
You know, though, I would love to go up against Alan in a trivia on X-Men, because I think he'd give me a run for my money, if not be better. And he would do that, man. Like, we went to the Annex that one day with him, and I found that lot of the Weapon X mini, and I was like, oh, the full mini. And Alan was like, are those issues 72 through 84? And I was like, of course they are! And he was like, yeah, I still got it. And I'm like, yeah, you do, man. So he would act like he doesn't know, but I think it's still all up there.
I was just standing there like, these books are soggy.
What was that?
I was just standing there like, these books are soggy.
Ringing out books like the favorite dogs. Hey, what are you guys talking about?
That's some Ultimates I see there.
Yeah, you know, the Ultimates is getting a complete collection, and it's very loaded. It's the Ultimates 2015 whole series 1 through 12, and the Ultimates 2 whole series 1 through 9. I didn't think it would have both series. I thought it would just be the first one. So, pretty good complete collection. Very complete.
Is that called Ultimate?
No, it's called Complete. Hey, Al Ewing wrote that too. Man, Al Ewing's a good writer. Yeah, those are the little kid ones that you get. And then the Mighty Marvel Masterworks, which we talked about these, because the Spider-Man one was solicited last time. I think it's a weird thing they're doing. It's a reprint of the Masterworks, but it's in this trim size for the kids, and it's for kids. But as we talked last time, what kid is going to read a Silver Age book? I can't imagine.
You got to trick them somehow.
Good luck. That was it. So yeah, I mean, overall, I'd say pretty boring, but these few pages really. I mean, I'm getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm getting 5 out of the 6 epics they have solicited, so I'm pretty stoked, man.
Jeez.
I think that's the most I've ever gotten in terms of epic out of one preview. That's a lot.
It is pretty epic indeed.
Yeah, and then they're supposed to add Hulk number 6 to the next round. I thought it would be in here, actually. Because my source that I have.
Alright, I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick, Johnny, if there's anything else.
Why don't we just sign off?
There. Yeah?
Yeah, but it's already after 10, no one's watching. We're having fun, but...
Where's the book that we're gonna be reading next week?
Oh. Oh, we're definitely doing Spawn. Origins, I think, is the actual title of the trade paperback. Spawn, collecting 1 through 6. Let's see if it's. I think it's Spawn Origins. Yeah, it looks like it is. Yep, Spawn Origins trade paperback, volume 1, containing issues 1 through 6 of the 1992 Spawn series. Still available in print. We've ordered that a lot recently, so I know we have 2 in the store. And I know we've had at least 4 or 5, because I've sold a few sets. Actually, we have 1 through 9 in the store right now. Sans Volume 2. Volume 2, for some reason, out of print and hard to get right now. Gonna come back in. Seems like Image is pretty good about keeping the Spawn trade paperbacks in print. I don't know why Todd McFarlane picks trades over hardcovers. That's stupid. He had an opportunity to get those reprinted. We've talked about this before, and he chose to go with the trade paperbacks instead. So, his choice. Can't do nothing about that. But yeah, that's what we're going to be reading. I always thought Spawn would be cool. I was like, and it does look cool, but then when I've paged through the trades, it looks a little lackluster. I've heard the writing is very dull. So, Spawn 1 through 6, man.
Yeah. Dull writing.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, that's to look forward to. All right. Well, yeah, we'll be able to.
Todd McFarlane, he draws good pictures.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't like the way he inks his own work, though, and that we're going to see a lot of. It's, okay. Yeah, I don't dig the inks, which is not an observation and comment I usually have. Man, did you hear my shoulder there again?
I did, yeah.
Jeez,
it's constantly popping off. But yeah, so next week we'll be talking about Spawn 1 through 6. So if you got it, bust them out.
We have 2. Oh, maybe we only have 1
of
volume 1.
Oh, the
we have at least 1. We might have 2. I think we have 2.
You can probably get more.
Yeah, that one we can.
Exactly, yeah. And that's also one of those ones where, like, I feel like a lot of people may already have probably even the
some version of Spawn 1 through 6
in your collection. So feel
just
free
go in your attic. I guarantee it's up there.
Dust them off. Feel free to read along with us.
But I never collected comics in the. Hey, what's this box in the attic? Trust me.
McFarlane. Feel free to read along at home and join with us as we talk about Spawn 1 through 6 next Thursday at 8 p.m. Central Time.
AM, the FM, the PM too, churning out that boogaloo.
That's what they say. But until then, Ronin, kind of a miss. Spawn, better pick up the pace here.
It's essential reading.
Exactly, yeah. We got to know where we came from to know
where we're going.
Why we're going to a gala event. So thanks everybody for coming out and joining us, chatting with us. We'll be back next Thursday at 8 p.m. And until then, remember, not all heroes wear capes.